Are the Chicago Bears no longer going to draft a receiver in this upcoming draft class now that we have Keenan Allen on board? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on? Yo, Faiz Sports Style back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit that subscribe button, people. I promise you, you will not regret it. Ton of Bears content. All right, let's get into it, people. So when I say, are they no longer going to draft a receiver, I'm specifically talking about those top three guys, right? And Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, and Rome Odunze. Yes, they will definitely, most likely, probably draft a receiver. You could draft a receiver in the second round, and technically you drafted a receiver. But we're talking about those top three guys. So if the question is, will they still draft one of those three receivers now that they have Keenan Allen on board? I've got two scenarios here, all right, and two answers. Number one, what I think they will do, and two, what I think they should do. Now, first one, what I think they will do. Will they draft one of these three receivers now with Keenan Allen on board? I personally don't believe so. All right, why is that? Well, judging by how Ryan Poles is going to trade down one of these picks. The Bears right now only have 4 draft picks. Number 1, number 9, number 75 in round 3, and number 122 in round 4. So you got 1, 1, 3, and 4. Ryan Poles went into last year's draft with 5 picks, ended up with 11. He's not going into this year's draft with 4 picks and ended up with 4. He's going to go in with 4, probably end up with 8. So you need to trade down to be able to accumulate those picks. I believe he'll trade down number 9, and he'll trade down number 9 enough to get more picks. And I believe, you know, if he trades too far down, you are probably not going to end up with one of those receivers. All right, and how do I know that? Well, let's just go with a, basic mock draft here. I don't want everybody up in arms here, but just going off of, I believe this is from CBS Sports, but I think it's pretty accurate in terms of maybe what could potentially happen here. So we take a look at the quarterbacks going top 3, right, to the Bears, to the Commanders, to the Patriots. And then after that, again, this is just a scenario here I'm presenting to you guys. Work with me. After that, Marvin Harrison Jr., first receiver off the board to the Cardinals at number 4. He's gone. And then at number 5, another quarterback taken, J.J. McCarthy. This time, I believe the Vikings trade up with the Chargers to take him now that the Vikings don't have a quarterback anymore after Kirk Cousins who went to the Falcons. All right, now at number 6, we got the Giants. I think they take a receiver, Malik Neighbors. 2 receivers off the board now. Then at number 7, you could probably get Joe Alt as kind of the guy here for the Titans after they went ahead and signed Calvin Ridley. I don't think they're going to draft a receiver now, so they'll go offensive line. At 8, I think the Falcons no longer need a receiver now, or I don't think they should be going after a receiver. They signed Darnell Mooney, and they have Drake London. So they'll go ahead and take an edge rusher besides pass rush is probably their biggest need, so they'll take Dallas Turner. All right, at 9, the Bears do have Rome Odunze available for them here. He's still on the board, but I think it's more likely they trade down here, let another team snatch him up. Or the other scenario could be they could take an edge rusher. Jared Verse could be available here. So it's really picking what you want here in terms of you could go receiver, you could go edge rusher, or you could trade down. And what do I believe happens? Not what I want to happen. What I believe happens is they trade down. They trade down, or they probably take the edge. Just because that's just, I feel like, how Ryan Poles operates. Now, what do I want to happen? I want Rome Odunze. I want Rome Odunze right here at that number 9 spot. Why? Keenan Allen's 32 years old. I think he's 31. Turning 32. He's not going to be playing for the next 10 years. Maybe not even 5. And so I'm not ready to go ahead and just say, oh yeah, our wide receiver room is set for the foreseeable future. No, let's get a young guy in here, develop him, and have him kind of grow with whoever we have at quarterback. And so to me, Rome Odunze would be, or Malik Neighbors, whoever you want, would be perfect here because he's coming into a situation now where there won't be a lot of pressure. You're not going to be expected to come in and just produce right away because you got 2 alphas in DJ and Keenan. You could just learn from them, 2 of the best in the game, and just be able to play your game and not have that pressure. So to me, what I would do, I would still take one of the 3 receivers, find a way to trade down later, but what I think the Bears will do is trade down early. I think that number 9 pick is going to be up for sale. There's another scenario in there where they trade down and still end up with one of these receivers if they drop, but I'm just being realistic here. So I think that is what ends up happening here. I think we probably go the route of edge or something else. But man, oh man, it would be so nice to end up with one of these receivers still, even with Keenan, and just have a guy that you can develop. And that wide receiver room would be ridiculous. So let me know what you guys think. Will the Bears still draft one of these 3 big receivers, or will they pass up on him? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always.